Alright, and hello everybody, I'm the Subro27, and welcome to another Dokkan battle video. Today we are once again in the Supreme Magnificent Battle, going to be tackling Blue KAIKOEN Goku, is what I am assuming this is. So, we have just beat the mission to get 5 stones and 7 of these summon tickets, but then there is another mission where we beat it with one extreme class character of every single type, not including your friend unit. So this may be a little bit difficult, so we are going to be bringing the Fusion Zamasu team with a couple of, maybe some more questionable picks on here. Extreme STR, man, it's just terrible. Like, it is absolutely horrendous looking at this lineup. Really, the best character we got at our disposal, believe it or not, is going to be Hellfighter 17, because we are going up against a superclass character, meaning he's going to get one extra additional. So the bare minimum, he's going to have a 34% chance to dodge on every single turn. And then we are bringing Super Easy A Goku Black. Now, I could bring Super Easy A Kid Buu instead. I'm not entirely sure. Also, we could throw all of them off of the team, and we could bring someone like Chilai, who, you know, obviously she has the Scouter and everything. We could bring Vados. Vados is actually on the leader skill, except she's not an extreme class character. So, I don't know. I'm also going to have animations on. Not going to have the sound, because for whatever reason, my OBS is kind of bugging out just a little bit. And the audio, I mean, I guess I could show what the audio sounds like real quick. Oh, is it even picking it up? Oh, I turned off the game audio. Oh, that is correct. Hold on. Give me 1 second, and I'm also trying to pull this up. So we have, yeah, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. It's weird that he isn't called, like, Blue KAIKOEN. So it's weird. So a version of Super Saiyan Blue Goku who isn't doing the Kaioken would look the exact same. This is what the audio has been like. Oh, is it not gonna play? Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Sounds awful. So, what we're dealing with, he has 150 million. So he basically has the HP of like a 2-stage boss. His normals are 600k. Oh, that could actually be a little bit scary with some of the units we're running. And he greatly raises his attack for 1 turn. That's a 50% buff. And he's launching a cool 1.68 milli. Wait, does he disable dodge? He does. Okay. Hey, you guys remember how I was bringing this unit? So we just lost, then. Oh my goodness. He also is immune to being stunned and sealed, and you can't lower his defense. Okay. And his cooldown is 5, and he can super twice per turn. Okay. Duly noted. You know who would be really good for this mission? Cell Max. A character who isn't out on Global, nor do we even know when they are coming out on Global. So, I don't know, dude. I mean, what other SDR unit do I even bring to this? I'm not bringing Final Form Cooler. I mean, I don't have hit. I have, like, no options. This guy is going to have a lot of HP. Like, this is Ma Jr., who's doing basically nothing to him. Now, to be fair, he does only have 4k defense, but he does have a lot of damage reduction, that being 64%, and he does 8 attacks per turn. So yeah, it's going to be incredibly likely that this guy is going to super twice per turn, every turn. And his normals, I'm not even necessarily worried about his normals, but he gets a 50% buff on his super attack. So the first time he performs it, it's basically a 1.7. The second time he does it, he's going to get an, what is that, an extra 850 added onto that. So he's basically launching a 2.3 million. I guess that's not that scary. That says like the same amount of damage that oh, what's his face, Kid Buu does in slot 2. But to be fair, that is kind of deadly. I mean, we could bring like the Majin Buu team. The only problem is my Majin Buu team, it's like there's no type diversity. Oh, you have got to be kidding. The only unit on this entire team who couldn't eat that eats it. Because, like, Ma Jr. could have eaten that post-super, and Zamasu could have eaten that post-super. 100%, no doubt in my mind. Okay, well, let's just real quick, just for the sake of argument, I do want to look at all the different types that Majin Power has. Because I don't think I have enough type diversity here. Yeah, I don't have an AGL unit. I don't have an IT unit either. Yeah, no. Okay, so again, I guess... Oh, brother, this is going to be one of those rougher videos. Alright, so what is it? It is Realm of God... Oops. Realm of God, and then it is... What is it? Chaos. Yep. And Fused Fighter? I think is what Zamasu is? Yeah, all of these are terrible. I mean, we could bring Fu, but Fu needs other... Yeah, no, Fu's not a good option here. I mean, I guess we're just gonna have to run them and potentially get lucky. If we need to swap off just to get the dub, we will swap off. So, how many tries do I have per day? I'm pretty sure I have 6 tries per day. Yeah. We'll do 2 more times with this, and then we'll swap teams entirely. Or we'll just won't even try doing this mission, because I feel like the Fusions of Osso team could probably do this, especially once we get, like, a domain activated. Because we have good type advantage. So, let's see. In this instance... I actually think we float off Junior, even though I feel like that seems silly. I feel like he's most likely to super in slot 1 and slot 3. So supers in the middle slot I think are going to be... The middle slot is probably going to be the safest spot. Because if his cooldown is 5 and he's doing 8 attacks per turn, like logically speaking... Oh wait, we can attack debuff him. Oh! Okay, so we can't defensive debuff him, but we are able to offensively debuff him. That is good to know. What? That's through 80% damage reduction, my guy. Hello. You supered first. You debuffed his ass. Damn! Okay. We're going to immediately swap teams. We'll tackle this another day. That'll be a separate video. That's not copium, chat. That's something. Well, let me build an Earthbred Fighter powerful comeback team. I'll be right back, chat. All right, we're back. I think that this is a team that can maybe rock this event, assuming we get the GT duo in the second or third rotation. We get them immediately. I think that's probably a dead run. But our first 3 characters, they are all debuffers, and then our last 3 are where we're going to be getting a lot of our damage. And I know I hate bringing Sword of Cope. I do. But he is type advantage. To be fair, he does have type advantage. As well as he is on Battle of Wits, meaning that we're actually going to have Orange Piccolo's intro animation, as we can see here. So we're going to have Guard for his first 3 turns, which is going to be really nice to have, since a lot of these guys are going into this type disadvantage. Which should be okay, again, because we have characters like Orange Piccolo, we have characters like Tech Ultimate Gohan. So we're going to be debuffing him. So as long as we can kind of keep him in this state of being stunned, I think we should be fine. The question is, who do I float here? I guess we do this. That way we can, because I mean, if he supers right away, we're going to take a lot of damage. We're going to take a lot of damage regardless. Ultimate Gohan, he does have 30% damage reduction, but Goku has an attack nullification. Because that's, what, 3 attacks up front and then 2 in the back. So one of those is essentially guaranteed to be a super. We're going to risk it. We're going to try and predict that one of those attacks, which I feel like is extremely probable, one of those attacks is going to be a super, and my GOAT is going to nullify it. Now, he does guaranteed hit. Does that negate... No, because that's not like dodge nullifying. That's not like what Broly does. Like Red Zone Broly, he just negates dodge. He doesn't inherently make his accuracy 100%. Because that's like the ability of like Int Dokkan Fest Yamcha on the turn that you do his active skill. None of his attacks can miss. So that's like an entirely separate ability. Alright, nullify this for me, baby boy. Thank you. So we're getting you nice and built up. So that's what, 5 hits on you? So we're already halfway there to getting you fully built up. Now, your attacks really aren't going to be doing too much damage, but if you wanted to give you the quad debuff turn, that would be awesome. Yeah, we're definitely going to be here in the long haul for this one. And unfortunately, since we are floating Piccolo, that might have been a bit of a mistake. But I mean, it is nice to have one 23rd World Tournament Goku per rotation. But by floating him off, by the time he comes back around, it's going to be turn 4. He won't have his intro anymore. So I'll have to just, like, eternally float him, especially since he's not going to be getting a ton of hits right here. But, yeah, we have kind of debuffed him to health, but there aren't going to be too many debuffs on this turn, which I think is fine. I think we float off Gogeta here. Hold on, because let me cook. Because I don't think we're going to die on this turn, especially since he is so debuffed, and he's going to get even more debuff. And the only character who I think could die would be the GT Duo, but they are going to be able to super attack first. So more likely than not, we're going to get around that HP threshold, or the damage reduction threshold, because they guaranteed are going to be launching at least 3 supers. So that's going to be 30% right there. Hopefully we could get the quad super turn, get 40% damage reduction. We get defense on each super that we do perform. I think they would be fine, especially with all these debuffs. I mean, it is scary that he gives himself 50% defense, or excuse me, 50% offense for the turn. And his super attack is already really high, but we are kind of keeping him in debuffing hell. See, this is kind of fun. This is a more unique little thing. This is very much so like a much more manageable version of the Kid Buu Red Zone. Because the Kid Buu Red Zone, even though he can't double super or anything, the fact that he can just infinitely get stronger and stronger and stronger, it's like, it's much worse there. Because you kind of have to keep Kid Buu debuffed that entire time. Because if you let him just super away, and you just keep hitting him over and over and over again, that kid is a monster. I've actually only beaten that event twice. The one video, or the one that I did on a video, where I used the Robo items, and then once upon a time, I did it, not on a video, to get a no item run using the Majin Power Team. That I took a screenshot of, and I believe that I posted that over to my Twitter. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, bringing Gogeta was probably a huge mistake, because once we transform with him, his defensive mechanic becomes exclusively dodge, and you cannot dodge this Goku. So by the time he comes back around, he'll be back on, what, turn 5? We'll have to hopefully be at a threshold where we're going to be able to kill. Because so far it's not looking too good. We're not doing a lot of damage, which is problematic to say the very least. But maybe sort of Cope will be able to do something here. So I think the new plan is we definitely don't put 23rd World Tournament Goku into slot 1. Because we haven't seen him super yet, I don't think, have we? Well, he's only supered the one time. So I think if we do something kind of like this, we want to save as many orbs as possible. That way we can get sort of Cope a stack. Because he only has to eat 1 attack in the back there, but like I never trust this character. This character always loves to be just like not impress. If you if you didn't see the God Goku video the other day, please go check that out, because there is a, I think it's the God Goku video. There's this one part in there that just tickled me to my core. It was so funny just because people defend this character. To this day, I still see people on the Twitter timeline talking about how good Sort of Hope is. No. He was bad on release. He's bad now. I'd stand by that, and nothing will change my mind. All right, now, hopefully my GOAT is going to be guarding. Although, I don't think we really need it, because he did get hit quite a few times, so he should be around, like, the 400 or 500k defensive range. So I don't think we really need to worry about that. And obviously, a super would kill us at this point. We are luckily guarding, though, which is good. So if he wanted to super, which he is, again, nullify this for me, baby boy. He didn't. 200k. All right. 200k, that's definitely doable. And I think that should drop us low enough that we should be able to do our revive. No, it's not. We're barely above looking at it. It looks like we're maybe at like 55% HP or maybe like 65%. Yeah, so unfortunately, that's going to be one more turn where we're not able to do that. But we are going to have Orange Piccolo on this turn. Ooh, I mean, this is going to be scary because if we're not guarding, I don't trust putting 23rd World Tournament Goku into slot 1. I mean, he is debuffed to hell, though. Maybe I'm underestimating my GOAT just a little bit. And there's no attacks here in this middle slot. Okay. Okay. So Who is it more important to get a 24 key? Probably... I mean, it would probably be more ideal if Orange Piccolo got one, because he debuffs on his as well. Alright, this will be a little bit dicey, because that's a lot of attacks there in the back, and he is no longer guarding, so he is rocking just purely off of what his defensive capabilities are. So if we do lose here, I mean, that's just GG's. There's not really a whole lot I could have done about that. I mean, I guess I could have floated off my 23rd World Tournament Goku, but I don't really want to do that. Especially since we weren't able to revive. I mean, did I collect same type orbs on the previous turn? Maybe I did. Nullify this for me, baby? You didn't, and you weren't guarding. Oh my god. Okay. I think this team can do it, though, so hold on. I'll fast forward until we get around the same HP point. Alright, so I have one attempt left for the day. I just been getting really bad luck with some of these supers, man. Okay. Some of his placements, I mean, I've just been getting cooked. I've been getting cooked. Do you debuff by chance? You don't. I mean, you're a unit who I am very, 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 very fond of. And I'm not really seeing any other character. I mean, this team should be able to do it when you're looking at this lineup. I'm just getting fucked with how he's signing to super, and I'm being like that right there, that last run, being above that HP threshold just barely. I mean, I could have put 23rd into slot 1, but I had no idea to know for certain whether or not if he was guarding or not. And we saw, like, even through heavily debuffed, if you're not guarding, you're taking about 1,000,000 on this super. Alright, I guess we will dive in, and if I die again, I'll just have to scrap this recording, and we will pick it back up tomorrow. But again, I'll try to fast forward till we get to about, like, 2 or 3 of his health bars being gone. I think that's kind of the move that I want to go for. Okay, so I know that this is going to be a boring turn, but this is around the point where I wanted to come back at, so we're going to chime back in. I'm going to actually mute one more time real quick, because we're going to launch the Orange Piccolo, but then we kind of need to decide what we're going to do from there. I think we might float off Orange Piccolo in this situation. We'll see. So we'll do Orange Piccolo. We'll fast forward real quick, and then while we're doing that, I'll think about what I really want to do. But I think this will end up being the move, and we'll put all our faith in Sword of Hope. All right, so what we're gonna do is we are going to launch this off. He cannot, or he shouldn't be able to. He cannot super. He cannot do any sort of shenanigans. Sword of Hope on his very first turn is basically 100% unkillable, and this should be. It is. So I'm not entirely sure if the debuffs stay throughout the duration of the Orange Piccolo transformation, because they're a little bit wonky. So even when I'm in the Orange Piccolo transformation, I'm able to waste all of his actions because it is still turn 6. But when you debuff a character, normally it's for 1 to 2 turns. So I don't know if the giant transformation has anything to do with that, or if it would play any sort of shenanigans where I would be able to actually lose out on that massive amount of debuffing that we're doing, because we're only going to get some debuffing here on the end of the turn once we get 23rd World Tournament Goku to attack and Orange Piccolo. That's why I've been like devastatingly trying to reach for the 18 key every single opportunity that I have available to me, because he only debuffs. He's the exact opposite as Beastless Gohan, or what do people call him? Fraudhan or whatever? I don't know. He has some silly name over on Twitter, but he has a 30% chance to stun on his 12 key, and then he debuffs on his 18, whereas Ultimate Gohan, he has like a 50% chance to stun on his 18 key, I think, but he only like normally debuffs on his 12 key. So it's got a little bit wonky. These guys are supposed to be inverses of each other, being run together, even though one unit is still a top 10 in the game. I feel like hands down, and then the other one is a fraud. Okay, see, now we're in a little bit of trouble territory because we don't have any guard. So I think we have to play. Do you continue to debuff once you transform? That's what's really important. Great chance of stunning the enemy. Nope. We got to keep you in base because I want you to keep on debuffing. We can do this for you. And I think I have to do this for the stats as well as the extra attack increase. So, of course, we're not going to be able to dodge anything. So he's going to have like a 0% chance to crit throughout all of this. But Ultimate Gohan can launch, again, upwards to 4 supers. So we're going to get a bunch of greatly debuffs on that. Same thing with 23rd World Tournament Goku. He should be able to launch above. Now, both of them are type disadvantage. Although, Goku, I believe he has super effective against all types, if I'm not mistaken, after he revives. So he should be able to do, like, really competitive damage. These two, I love running these two as a rotation. Even though 23rd World Tournament Goku is a little bit weaker in a lot of, like, more modern events, he does have All in the Family. So having these two linking up together with All in the Family, it is pretty fun. He's not fully built up. He's only launching a 6 million? My goodness, how many times has this kid been hit? We're on, like, turn 7 or something. Yeah, we are at turn 7, and you're not fully built up. That's kind of insane, actually. Although, I don't know. I think we should be fine, because I didn't pay attention to how many times Ultimate Gohan attacked, but yeah. So we got 2 debuffs from you. I'm going to assume 2 to 3 as well. Also, this is where the super attack is. Nullify it for me, baby boy. Thank you. Yeah, that's crazy that you're not fully built up this deep into the fight. I mean, I know he only has been launching around, like, 8 attacks per turn, but even still, like, that's pretty ridiculous. All right, so we're going to have true type advantage here. Now, he doesn't ooh, wait, Gogeta doesn't get defense on his 18 key. He raises offense for 4 turns, I think? Like 100% offense for 4 turns. But it doesn't really matter because this is the 70% chance to be a super, so we did get this. We will be launching one more as well. And I think physical types in the hidden potential system, they get additional. So I guess we technically have a 10% chance of launching one more that has a 50% chance of being a super. So I guess we can see, and we did not get it. So what's the damage going to look like? We're double-digit tanking. That is A-okay by me. We're going to see Sword of Cope actually get the dub here. Wow, wait, we are going to see him get the dub here, right? He is going to kill? Yeah. All right. Whew, that was way more of a struggle than it had any right to be. But thank goodness we were able to get that done. So yeah, that is going to be it for this one. And again, that one was very fun. It was like a much easier version of like the Kid Buu Red Zone, where you just wanted to have a lot of debuffers. The thing is, my weaker units, they just kept getting caught, and that can happen sometimes when you're not careful, or when RNG just isn't on your side. But that is going to be all for this time, guys. I've been the SweetBro27. I'm a variety Twitch streamer and an upcoming PNG tuber trying to make it big in the world. I have a Twitter, a Twitch, a TikTok, and a YouTube, the links to which can all be found in the description of this video. And while you're down there, don't forget to like, subscribe, share me around, and leave me a comment, positive, negative, or indifferent. I would love just any sort of interaction I can get from you guys. Let me know, how did you feel about like the part 1 difficult content, that being the red zones and the Supreme Magnificent Battle? Like, did you think that they were a fair level of fun? Were they way easier now that you have, like, some of the brand new units? Or, I mean, they'll definitely get, like, way, way easier once we get, like, a couple of these easy A's in the future. Like, Broly, Chila, and Limo. We're gonna be getting, what's-his-face? The Physical Blue Boys. So many much more powerful units are just right around the corner. So it'll be fun to see, you know, if people were struggling with this, they should be able to dominate it extremely easily with some of, like, these super powerful old-ass units that will be getting their easy A's just right around the corner. So yeah, let me know, what did you think about the difficult level? Like, did you think it was undertuned, overtuned? Do you think it was just that right amount of difficulty leading into, you know, we're gonna have, like, sort of Trunks, we're gonna have Cell Max, we're gonna have Gogeta, Beast, all these other fights. And if my struggling is any, like, reference to come, oh, brother, are we gonna have a hard time in some of these events in just a couple of weeks' time. But that is going to be all for this time, guys. So, as always, I've been the SweetBro27, and I am signing off.